Iraqi Kurdistan, officially called the Kurdistan Region by the Iraqi Constitution, is located in the north of Iraq and constitutes the country's only autonomous region. It is frequently referred to as Southern Kurdistan, as Kurds generally consider it to be one of the four parts of a Greater Kurdistan, which also includes parts of southeastern Turkey, northern Syria and northwestern Iran. The region is officially governed by the Kurdistan Regional Government, with the capital being Erbil. Kurdistan is a parliamentary democracy with its own regional parliament that consists of 111 seats. Masoud Barzani, who was initially elected as president in 2005, was re-elected in 2009. In August 2013 the parliament extended his presidency for another 2 years. His presidency concluded on the 19th of August 2015 after the political parties failed to reach an agreement over extending his presidency term. The new Iraqi constitution defines the Kurdistan region as a federal entity of Iraq, and establishes Kurdish and Arabic as Iraq's joint official languages. The four governorates of Duhok, Hawla, Silamani, and Halabu comprise around 41,710 square kilometers and have a population of 5.5 million. In 2014, during the 2014 Iraq crisis, Iraqi Kurdistan's forces also took over much of the disputed territories of northern Iraq. The establishment of the Kurdistan region dates back to the March 1970 autonomy agreement between the Kurdish opposition and the Iraqi government. After years of heavy fighting, the agreement however failed to be implemented, and by 1974 northern Iraq plunged into another round of bloody conflict between the Kurds and the Arab-dominated government of Iraq. Further, the 1980–88 Iran–Iraq War and especially the Anfal genocide campaign of the Iraqi army devastated the population and nature of Iraqi Kurdistan. Following the 1991 uprising of Kurds in the north and Shias in the south against Saddam Hussein, the Peshmerga succeeded in pushing out the main Iraqi forces from the north. Despite significant casualties and the crisis of refugees in bordering regions of Iran and Turkey, the Peshmerga's success and establishment of the northern no-fly zone following the First Gulf War in 1991 created the basis for Kurdish self-rule, and facilitated the return of Kurdish refugees. As Kurds continued to fight government troops, Iraqi forces finally left Kurdistan in October 1991, leaving the region with de facto autonomy. In 1992, Kurdish major political movements of KDP and PUK established the semi-autonomous Kurdistan Regional Government. The 2003 invasion of Iraq and the subsequent political changes led to the ratification of a new constitution of Iraq in 2005. Etymology: the name Kurdistan literally means land of the Kurds. The suffix stan is Iranian for place of or country. In English translations of the Constitution of Iraq, it is called Kurdistan, 4 times in the phrase region of Kurdistan, and once in the phrase Kurdistan region. The regional government calls it the Kurdistan Region. The full name of the government is the Kurdistan Regional Government, abbreviated KRG. Kurds also refer to the region as Bashur Kurdistan or Bashuri Kurdistan, referring to its geographical location within the whole of the Greater Kurdistan region. During the Ba'ath Party administration in the 1970s and 1980s, the region was called the Kurdish Autonomous Region. Geography and climate. The Kurdistan region is largely mountainous, with the highest point being a 3,611 meters point known locally as Chikudar. The mountains are part of the larger Zagros mountain range, which is present in Iran as well. There are many rivers flowing and running through mountains of the region, making it distinguished by its fertile lands, plentiful water, picturesque nature, The Great Zab and the Little Zab flow from the east to the west in the region. The Tigris River enters Iraq from the Kurdistan region after flowing from Turkey. The mountainous nature of Kurdistan, the difference of temperatures in its various parts, and its wealth of waters make Kurdistan a land of agriculture and tourism. The largest lake in the region is Lake Jukan. There are also several smaller lakes, such as Darband Lake and Duhok Lake. The western and southern parts of the Kurdistan region are not as mountainous as the east. Instead, it is rolling hills and sometimes plains that make up the areas.